Hey everybody, I wanted to make a quick video today to talk about COVID fatigue. And this is something that a lot of us are dealing with, but maybe you haven't given a name or put words to. Essentially, COVID fatigue is feeling tired and overwhelmed by the effects that the pandemic has on our daily life. And maybe for you, that's feeling tired of being scared, or tired of feeling isolated, or maybe you're feeling tired of the precautions that we're being encouraged to take in our daily life, like wearing masks and social distancing, or maybe it's all of those things. And if you are experiencing COVID fatigue, you are absolutely not alone. There are several factors that contribute to making COVID fatigue really difficult to deal with. And one of those factors is the fact that our normal has changed in almost every area of our lives. It's difficult enough to adjust to a new normal in even one area of our life. But if we feel like our normal has changed in almost every area, that takes so much time and mental and emotional energy to adjust to. And we're all in the midst of that right now. Another contributing factor is the prolonged nature of the pandemic. I think a lot of us back in March or April thought that after a few months, this wouldn't be as much a part of our daily lives as it still is. And we're realizing that this isn't going away anytime soon. And we still don't know the far-reaching effects of the pandemic. And that realization alone can be really overwhelming. Another contributing factor that makes dealing with COVID fatigue really difficult is that a lot of the coping mechanisms and activities that we would normally use to decompress, to deal with our stress, aren't an option right now or have to be done in a modified way. And that's especially true right now during the holidays, as a lot of us are having to consider different new ways to celebrate. And for a lot of us, that's really sad that some of our traditions can't be upheld. It's difficult to make those decisions. Another contributing factor that makes dealing with COVID fatigue so difficult is feeling disillusioned and confused. There is so much information out there about the pandemic, the virus, precautions, and it can be so overwhelming. And I think for a lot of people, it causes feelings of disillusionment and confusion. As we consider all these contributing factors, I think it's more important that we talk about how we deal with COVID fatigue in healthy ways. And one of the things that we can do is to be accepting of our reality. We know that our life has changed drastically and we're adjusting to that new reality. So to accept that as our new reality and make a plan for ourselves as individuals and as families for how we're going to proceed and holding each other accountable to that plan can be really helpful. It's hard sometimes to accept our reality when we don't like it and don't want it to be our reality, but there's a lot of freedom also that comes in just accepting it for what it is and figuring out how to move forward. Another way to deal with COVID fatigue is to exercise. And that may sound simple or flippant, but it's true. Releasing endorphins, even getting outside, breathing fresh air, getting vitamin D can all be a great way to boost our mood and our mental and emotional state. So make sure you're exercising on a regular basis and getting outside. Another great way to deal with COVID fatigue is to talk to trusted friends and family about COVID fatigue. Tell them how you're struggling, because likely they are struggling in the same ways. Tell them your fears, talk about your concerns, talk about the difficulties that you're experiencing navigating certain situations. And again, likely they're dealing with some of the same things. And so by telling someone else about those concerns, those fears, those difficulties, and having them affirm that and even maybe share some of those same fears and concerns can be really therapeutic. Another great way to deal with COVID fatigue is to really pay attention to the thoughts that you're focusing on when you're feeling really stressed and overwhelmed. If the thoughts that you're focusing on are really negative and make you feel more stressed and more overwhelmed, try to consciously make an effort to redirect your attention to thoughts like, I'm doing the best I can. I'm taking this day by day. Everybody is struggling right now. This is a difficult time for everyone. Those types of thoughts will make you feel more positive, put you in a better frame of mind, and help you to feel in control of the things that you can control, because there's so much that feels so out of our control right now. If you feel like you or someone that you love needs additional support because of COVID fatigue and all of the ways that our lives have changed and the stress that comes with that, please reach out to Water's Edge Counseling. We want to give you that additional support and provide you with encouragement and listening ear in a therapeutic environment and help you navigate all of this. So please reach out to us if you feel like that's something that you need or that someone else that you love needs. Thanks for watching.